Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow.
I always forget how the episode starts.
What the hell is Warehouse 13?
What the hell is Warehouse 13? You're right. What the hell is Warehouse 13?
I'm Rose.
I'm Lily.
And we're going to talk about episode 8 of season 1, Duped.
It's the word duped, the word is silly, but it makes sense for this episode.
Yes.
They're pretty good at doing silly and also serious names.
They also love doing double meanings, double entendres. That's their favorite thing. On I think this is a stretch, but on the Warehouse 13 Wikipedia page, fan wiki, yes, fan
right.
wiki for this episode, it says one of the like fact things is that duped means duplicate, but also fooled.
Whoa! What? No way!
Yeah. They're pretty clever with that.
They got me. They really got me.
Yeah, this episode opens with Micah beating the fuck out of Pete.
Well, Pete is like holding a gun to her and is like, "I'm taking the artifact," and Micah's like, "No, oh my god, Pete, no, we can't. That's bad. You can't do that." And then they start scrapping, and Micah wins, and she grabs the gun or something. I don't remember.
Yes, and then it cuts to 14 hours earlier. Gives us a little word card, for which I gave a 5.5 out of 10. It's pretty normal. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for our next one.
Me too. Oh, me too. I'm so excited.
And it starts, of course, with Artie and Lena. And Artie's on his bullshit again, and Lena's like, "Artie, can you be for real for a second? You just had a sword in your chest, so..."
Literally. You need to chill out about this. Like, you literally, almost died. This is bad.
Yeah. She calls him the fuck out. She's like, "You're not even doing your job right now, because you're on this other shit that you do not need to be doing."
Period.
And I'm honestly surprised. I know that they, hugged and, were kind of chill at the end of last episode.
Him and Lena?
No, him and Micah. I'm surprised that Micah hasn't left yet.
Genuinely. They didn't hug in the end of last episode.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Because she was walking
Micah...
in the stacks away and is like, "I'm not a red shirt."
No, and she hugs him before that. She hugs both Pete and Artie.
No,
oh, wait, no, it's at the end of this
episode.
One. Oh my gosh.
Right? Which I wish that they did hug, but they did not. Not yet, at least.
Right. Never mind. Forget everything I just said. Oh my god. Okay, well then I'm actually very surprised Micah has not walked out yet.
Yeah, genuinely.
Because this is...
I would.
Yeah, no. Everything that happens last episode and everything that happens in this episode, I'm like, no, this would be it. I would not be able to do this. I would kill him.
And literally what happens in this episode, yeah, I would quit too. I think in the last episode I'd probably stick it out for a little bit, because maybe the next one is the kittens and puppies artifact or whatever.
It is quite the opposite.
Literally. It is the puppy killer episode.
They don't actually kill puppies, I don't think.
No, but she would.
Yeah.
Anyway, they are in the stacks, I think, and Pete is playing ping pong with a mirror.
Which we've seen him do before.
Which we have. He's been known to do this, but Micah's like, "This is dangerous, you can't be doing this. This is Lewis Carroll's mirror, this is bad." And Pete is like, "Not everything is bad, okay?"
She also says, "Playing with yourself again?" Micah, you can't say that to him.
No, because I'm very surprised he didn't make it. I'm surprised he didn't go. You know?
I know, she literally set it up and everything.
But he does the ferret joke later, where he's like, "You got that ferret because not everything is dangerous, right? You got that ferret and it's very cute." And Micah's like, he peed in my shoes. And Pete is like, that was me, actually.
That did crack me up.
That's pretty good.
And then Pete's talking to her, and they're talking about that, and she's like, and Pete's like, oh, you're still mad at Artie, aren't you? And she's like, what? No, I'm not mad at Artie. Just for everybody later in the episode to be like, yeah, Micah's still pissed off at you, man.
Like, literally everyone else is like, you are, though.
Yeah. And then Pete turns it on her and is like, oh, no, I get it, you have daddy issues, which
is true, genuinely true. Which is genuinely true.
And we do know that about Micah.
That is, like, one of the things that we know about her.
And then he's also like, oh, you do this thing when you get mad at me where your neck gets longer.
But when you're mad at Artie, it kind of goes to the side. Right.
Which, like, is not incorrect also. It's a true read, but...
It is. It's just weird. I don't think I do that. I don't think anyone I've ever met does that. When they're specifically mad at someone, they'll do a different, like, bodily thing.
I've seen it, but maybe I've also just seen more angry people.
That's probably true. That's probably true. They're fighting.
Yes, they're having their argument. And Micah pushes Pete, and then Pete bumps into the table, which pushes the mirror, and then the mirror starts to... I'm reading your notes, by the way. And then the mirror starts to fall, and then Micah catches the mirror, but a disco ball falls. Okay,
so, like, there's, like, this Rube Goldberg machine, like, pushing the ping pong table, which is on wheels, which is so crazy. Like, why would it be on wheels? But anyway, it bumps the mirror, and the mirror bumps the shelf, above it, which the disco ball starts rolling off of, and Micah catches the mirror, and then the disco ball falls and, like, lights up, which how the fuck does it light up after falling? But anyway, it, like, lights up and it starts playing music. And you know what? And when I watched the episode, it wasn't a specific song. Like, it was just playing, like, disco music.
Yes, I actually have a note about that from the Warehouse 13 fan wiki.
Right.
Apparently, it plays I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
That's what I thought.
When it gets knocked or hit. But only when it originally aired and also on the DVD. Otherwise, on streaming, it's generic.
Okay. Because, see, I was like, I thought I remembered that it played I Will Survive, because I remember talking about that when we were watching it. But, like, this time it didn't say anything. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'm freaking out right now.
See, I didn't even notice until I read it on the wiki, and I was like, oh, right, yeah, no.
That is true. Weird.
Much to think about.
Great song. It plays, lights up. Micah is staring into the mirror. Pete is bent over, like, plugging his ears and not looking at the light for some fucking reason. Like, why would you do that? And then I think we cut to, like, the... What do you call it? Like, the observation room? Like, their main room. That's, like, Artie's room.
Yeah, the office.
The office. Yeah, the office. And I guess, like, Artie is, like... First of all, he says he hates disco, which is crazy. I know he likes disco. That's a fucking lie. He would love disco.
Literally. Also... Fuck you, disco's awesome.
Literally. But then the music stops and the light stops and Micah starts to fall back and Pete grabs the mirror and is like, Micah, are you okay? And she's just like, she's just like kind of out of it. And Artie and Lena get there. Oh, right, because Lena's in the office too, right?
Yeah, she sees it. I don't have any, like, and then Artie comes down and they explain the disco ball in the episode. There's not anything particularly unique about it that they don't say in the episode, I don't think.
Right.
It's from Studio 54. It absorbed all the feelings and, like, desires of people in Studio 54, and now it projects them out and makes people, like, behave hedonistically.
Right.
Yes, and then the mirror. I don't know if we want to... Do we want to get into the mirror now, or do we want to get into the mirror later?
I don't know, because, like, the twist is kind of good, but also, like, very obvious if you know that it's Lewis Carroll's mirror.
Yeah.
We can get into it now, because
Okay.
we talked about the disco ball, and then the mirror is also part of this scene, so we should talk about it.
Okay. So Lewis Carroll's looking glass, it contains Alice Little's evil essence.
Evil essence? Is that what it says?
It says, I think it says her, like, essence and she's evil. But it has her essence in it, is what it says.
Oh, okay.
So Alice Little, real person, Lewis Carroll, also a real person, different name. I forget what his actual name is. They say it in this episode
They
also.
do say it.
But he wrote the Alice in Wonderland books, and he knew this child, Alice Little. They really just make a bunch of shit up in this episode. They apparently she on this is what it says on the Warehouse 13 wiki too. This isn't like something. This isn't even like a ghost story in real life. This is just something they came up with.
Yeah.
That she accidentally shot her mom as a child at a party.
Wait, seriously? When do they say this?
They don't. They don't say it at all. It's just on the Warehouse, like, fandom
Oh,
wiki.
okay, so we're doing the lying situation again, where this is a Moonrock situation.
Oh, I think it might be a Moonrock situation.
Okay.
So
What?
Alice accidentally shoots her mom and then becomes a serial killer?
Oh my god, this is a creepypasta. This is someone's creepypasta OC.
And then it says that the Warehouse 12 agents, so the Warehouse before this one, tracked her down and caught her, but she killed one of them?
Okay. What? Wait. Isn't Warehouse 12 the British one?
Yes.
Okay, right.
And then, it also says on there, it specifically says that we don't know how they trapped her in the mirror. You know what? This might come up later, actually.
How they trapped her in the mirror?
Yeah.
Because how would they originally trap someone in a mirror if it's just a regular ass mirror? Unless
That's what I'm saying.
Lewis Carroll's mirror is already something that can trap things, or like you can go into the mirror? Question mark?
Yeah.
Question mark?
You can't leave the mirror without putting something in it either.
Right.
So I don't know how.
He just believed really hard.
Yeah, no one like actually knows how the mirror works, I don't think.
That's awesome.
I do know it's probably not based on this stuff at all. And I also, on the wiki, it says that there are other artifacts that are bait. Okay. So Artie says in this episode, it gets revealed that the, like, Alice in Wonderland books, like the Lewis Carroll books, were fabricated to hide the mirror.
Oh my god, yeah. What the hell is that about?
I know, what the hell is that about? And then he says something that also contradicts it in this one, but then they talk about it again later. This is crazy. The shit with this mirror is, like, actually insane.
I didn't think about it until you were, like, said it out loud, that it was, like, these books were written to cover up the fact that the mirror is real and has an evil Alice in it.
Because why would they need to do that?
Genuinely. So, okay, like, for example, this is in Britainland. There's a 13-year-old child going around serial killing people after shooting her mother, right? Yeah. And then they capture her in a mirror, and I assume everyone is like, oh, okay, well, the serial killing is done. They caught the person, whatever, it's fine, she's in jail, whatever. Maybe she, was executed or sent to, like, an insane asylum. I'm done with that. Like, as soon as someone is caught, they're like, okay, whatever, they got their justice, whatever. But then the people writing these books, Lewis Carroll presumably, if he's even real, because is that a fabrication? They have to make up a story?
In this universe.
They have to make up a story then? They have to be like, oh no, that wasn't actually serial killing, that was a story? Because there's no serial killing in the books.
Yes, and then they also make, like, they're like, oh, stuff in the stories is actually based on artifacts.
Okay, what the fuck does that mean? The Jabberwocky is real?
This is like a direct quote from the wiki. The Mad Hatter was based on King George III's crown, and the Blue Caterpillar was based on Hakim Abul Fateh Gilani's hookup. So...
Okay. So why the fuck are they writing books?
I don't know!
Why would they ever write a book about this?
Why would they ever write a book? Why would they... They were just fucking around. They were just doing it for fun. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
See, okay, the way that I like, if... This is bullshit, right? They're just throwing shit out there to make a semi-realistic story as to why people would be, like, you know, making sense of this, right? But I feel like it just makes more sense that you make Lewis Carroll an agent, and they're like, we need to cover up this serial killing, and that people probably, for example, people probably saw her be put in the mirror. So Lewis Carroll is like, oh, I can write, let me write. I'll write a story about how this was all fake, and, like, this was all a book. And so when people think of that, they're like, oh, no, that's the book story. That's not something that happened in real life. But, like, that still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I don't... This is one of those things that they really are just like, I guess we'll just say that Alice was a serial killer.
And 13? And 13? And 13?
And 13.
And she has a tragic backstory about shooting her mom.
Yes.
We're getting so off topic.
Frankly, this is pretty on topic. I mean, this is
That's
what they're
true.
putting in the show.
That's true. Because why the fuck...
This is the grub they're feeding us.
The grub? Did you say the grub?
Yeah.
Alright, the grub.
Yeah.
Oh, the grub! I thought you meant like, the, like, baby bug.
Hashtag my grub.
I know, that's why I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're feeding us a grub? Like, just one?
Yeah.
No, grub is in, like, a general word for food.
Yeah. We watched the first Fast and Furious again.
Oh.
Right after we moved in, and we keep quoting Michelle Rodriguez when she goes, "Come on, man, let's eat some grub."
Did she say that?
Yes!
That's fucking great.
They have a barbecue scene.
Right.
In the first one.
Oh my god.
So Micah's, like, dazed after this all happened. Artie comes rushing down because he's like, okay, what did you just do? And Micah's like, I don't know, ask him. And then she walks away and leaves Artie standing there going, what? You put you in the...
Literally.
And he sounds just like the dad from Wizards of Waverly Place. He sounds just like Jerry Russo. Yes, that's what Jerry Russo does. That's his bit. Whenever he gets mad at one of his children and they do something insane or perplexing, he stands there and he goes, what you in the... Alex. That's what he says.
I've watched, like, maybe, like, 5 episodes of Wizards of Waverly Place, so...
I've seen every episode of Wizards of Waverly Place at least 7 times.
That's a lot of times. That's quite a lot of times.
Okay, realistically, at least, like, 5.
We'll cut it down by 2. Probably not
but
7, right?
It's definite. Well, that's what I did as a child. I didn't have friends.
Oh,
I just used to sit there and binge watch the Disney shows over and over. Anyway.
Okay, anyway. Okay, can we get to my side note?
Yes.
Because Artie is there, and Lena is also there. They're both there, obviously. Mm-hmm. And Micah is, like, confused, right? We know that, like, this is not Micah. Not to spoil the episode, but I feel like it's pretty obvious. We were talking about Alice and how Alice is evil and trapped in the mirror. And you can, like, switch spots. But anyway, right? Lena can read auras. This is what I was talking about in the last episode. She's so good at auras. She's so good at them. And she doesn't notice that Micah's aura is now completely fucking different. Like, completely different. Unless it's only, like, a physical body has an aura, or, like, a physical thing has an aura. And it's not affected by, like, the person in the body at all? Question mark?
Who knows?
because I feel like that's important. Because, like, this would be great. You know what?
Yeah. Yeah. The opening credits play, and then we are back at the B&B with Lena and Micah, and Lena's giving her some tea, I think.
I think it's tea.
The tea? No, it's not the tea.
No, it's like reverse tea. She's doing, like, therapy.
Yeah, and Lena's like, oh, hey, how are you feeling? You know, doing her thing, asking her the questions, and Micah's like, you know, actually, I'm really good. I'm really hunky-dory. I'm, like, over this whole being mad at Artie thing. If I'm Lena...
Immediately suspicious.
Yeah, Orta thing aside, immediately I know something's fucked up.
Exactly.
She would never be this cool about something.
She would never do a complete 180 in this type of manner. Like, she would like make a thing out of it if she's like, you know what, you're right. And she would be mad about it. She'd be mad about it that she would do a complete 180. She wouldn't just be like, you know what, no, I feel good about it. Yeah, I don't care about this argument situation anymore. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Micah would never go with the flow. She is not a go with the flow type of girl.
Absolutely not. And you know, and I'm glad we talked about them here already, because this episode raises so many questions for me about Alice as, like, a being.
Yeah.
Like, can she hear people? You can hear people in the mirror. It seems like you can hear people in the mirror.
Right.
Where'd she learn all this, like, modern language? You know what? She's a fast adapter.
Okay. No, you know what? That is a good question. You know what? Pete was playing ping pong with her.
True,
Pete probably talks to himself all the time.
Yeah, you know what, yeah.
Hey, the writers, we're doing your job for you. We are doing your job for you. We are the ones making this world interesting and actually make sense.
Oh yeah. And then Lena's like, okay, well, you seem like you're doing fine. And Artie shows up, and he's like, okay, everybody get your ass in here. We need to read the dossier for this mission. And Pete and Claudia come in, and he has to holler Pete in. And I forget what Claudia's trying to do. She's, like, trying to take something from him or something.
Pete's playing a game. I said handheld device because I didn't know if it was a phone. Like, our phone's capable of playing, like, Flappy Bird at this time. Yeah, it's 2010. Anyway, they're playing a game, and Claudia wants to play, and Pete's like, and he turns off the phone.
And he says, dude, take your meds.
Whoa. Let's maybe calm down a little, Pete.
Hey, she has, like...
She, like, just got out.
Of the psych ward. Which was very traumatizing for her.
Extremely traumatizing. You know what? Oh, that episode is so great. We'll get to it. It's like one of the best in terms of Claudia characterization.
And from the standpoint of water.
Yeah.
Her purple hair streak is looking great as always also in this scene.
Yes, her bob.
Mm-hmm.
I'm snapping right now.
And Artie can't even be bothered to get her to go away. So she gets in on the briefing too. That's the word I was looking for, briefing.
Briefing, yeah.
And he's explaining the situation to them. There's a thing in Vegas. These people are making lots of money. This couple, and then but not too much to get noticed. But they're, like, winning an unusual amount.
Okay, I feel like I have to say this because I had to look up what is enough money to get noticed and, like, need ID requirement to, like, get the actual money, because their goal, they say their goal in the episode is $5 million, and I'm like, that's a lot of money, right? Like, that's a
shit ton of money.
I think 100,000 is, like, way too much. Like, you would need an ID for that. So I literally looked up Nevada rules for casino, and it's actually $10,000. $10,000, and then they require an ID for you. It says, okay, like, I'm not a legal person. I don't really fully understand. I don't, like, because it's so, like, I don't know. No, but, like, any legal person.
Oh, okay.
Right. Anyway, I don't know what it all means. Sorry, guys. But, like, if you buy, or, like, you have to buy chips to play, obviously. Or if you put your chips in, that's 5,000 or more, they can require an ID, but if you're like, no, then they'll just give it to you, I guess, question mark, because they have a 2-strike system.
Oh.
So if the first time they don't do it, it's like, whatever, that's fine, you can have the $5,000. But, like, $10,000, you have to give an ID. So, and that, I feel like, is very low, because Pete is given, in this scene, he's given $10,000, because they're doing, like, high betting, like, I can't think of the word, but, like, extremely, like, high stakes betting, where $10,000 is, like, the minimum, right? So, is that, like, completely different? Like, is there completely different rules for, like, up high betting? I can't remember the word for it.
High rolling?
Yeah, high roller. And it's, so, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess they probably have an ID, though.
But they're not supposed to give their ID because they're on the run.
I guess that's true, yeah.
That's why they're like, we have to keep under... Because if... Presumably they've been doing this to, like, at least 10 different casinos, right? Just, like, clearing them out. And so if they put the ID in, this could, like, pop up on whatever system and be like, these people are, like, on an extremely hot streak. They now have, like, $4 million of winnings, right?
Yeah, they would definitely take notice.
I think they would. So it's like $10,000 or less, it has to be less, right?
Yeah.
And that's a lot of time to get $5 million, too. Like, have they been doing this for, like, 4 months?
I think they've been doing it for at least a while.
Right. It seemed like they had been doing it for a while.
So maybe?
And we know that Artie has not been doing his job, so maybe let's just say, oh my god, we are really trying to make this work, huh?
Yeah. Well, you are.
Thank you. Because I was confused. Because I was like, high rollers, right? But then also, like, they have to somehow not get, like, ID'd at all? Which is hard, I would say. And it is hard. Because I don't understand still.
Well, I mean, maybe it's the chips. It's the you can, like, see a minute into the future. Maybe they've just been, like, really lucky.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe they're just, like, nice to the person they're cashing their chips into and being like, please don't report me. Although I think they would probably lose their job.
My thing with it is they're, like, at the table and they have to rub the chip, right? They have to rub the chip to get it to work.
Yeah.
And they're like, first of all, it's a poker chip, right?
Right.
They are not concerned, because if I'm, like, the dealer at this table or whatever, I guess it's not card dealer, but if I'm the casino person working here, and I see somebody holding a chip, I'm going to assume it's a chip from the casino that I'm working at.
Yeah.
And they're, like, being weird and hiding it and, like, having it under the table. Yeah, I'd be suspicious.
I absolutely, and I would, like, tell my boss, like, hey, just so it's not me, right? Even if I'm like, I don't personally care if you steal or whatever, just so they don't think it's me. I want you to have more surveillance on this specific table that I'm at right now, because I think that they could possibly be stealing from us right now.
Yes.
And they would be like, that's not what they want. Like, that's not what these Jillian and Gary, that's not what they want right now. They want to go, like, under the radar. And they're, like, so clearly somehow able to do that somehow, even though, like, everything that we know is, like, they would not be able to do that.
And it's not like an illegal poker game. They make it seem like this is, like, a very out in the open, like, I mean, as out in the open as you could be for a casino, like, situation.
Yeah. Like, this is a high rollers lounge, right? So it's not like there's, like, 0 people here, but there's not, like, 50 people here. I guess there's probably 50, but, like...
Yeah. Not like 500.
Not like 500, right. So it's still, like, there's an amount of, like, people are probably watching you because you're a fucking high roller.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, it's fine. These things never make sense anyway.
No. And also during the briefing, he says one of my favorite lines I think he's ever said in this whole show. He goes, okay, so they're, like, stealing some money from the house, whatever. Oh, he says, OMG, what's the BFD?
I love that line. Ugh. And he looks to Claudia and he's like, that was a good joke, right, Claudia?
And Claudia's like, hell yeah.
They're such good friends. I love them.
And then Claudia and Pete get into it again. They're doing their little roughhousing thing. And Micah's like, guys, let's just get through this. Let's just let Artie do this.
She's like, Claudia. And then Claudia looks at her and is like, and she's like, let's just get through this.
Oh my god. She's, ugh, I hate, okay, this is nothing against, like, Joanne Kelly.
Right.
But sometimes as Micah, and especially in this episode, and I think it works in this episode, but a lot of the times when as Micah, she'll, like, start doing this, like, really breathy voice, where she's like, guys, we just need to get through, like, it's so breathy. And she pretends to be drunk in this episode, so I know this is not her pretending to be, like, drunk voice, but it sounds low-key like she's, like, pretending to be drunk. And I like it in this episode. I think it works a lot in this episode because obviously, like, Micah's not Micah. She's
Alice.
Evil.
Right.
Yeah, she's Alice. So it makes sense to me that she would be talking all creepy and weird, but sometimes Micah just does it normally, and I'm like, okay, Micah, chill.
Let's reel it back a little.
And then I also... In what world? Because we've been watching this show for at least 8 episodes now.
Yeah.
In what world would Artie put the money in Pete's envelope?
Genuinely.
Because he doesn't think that Micah's, like, not Micah. He's like, oh, this is normal.
Yeah.
Why would he ever trust Pete with the... Pete, who booked a sweet hotel room last time for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
They literally have an argument about the helicopter at the end of this episode. I'm like, why would you give... How much money is it? $10,000?
$10,000 because it's fucking... That's the amount to get an ID. To get ID'd at the fucking casino.
$1,000 to Pete. And then Micah starts to walk away. She's like, okay, let's get on this. And Artie has the nerve to go, is she mad at me?
Girl.
I mean, like,
you know she is.
Obviously, objectively, Alice, mere evil Micah, is not mad at Artie.
Right.
But, yeah, Micah's fucking mad at you, Artie. Are you not paying attention?
Literally.
And then he gets into it with Claudia a little bit, because Claudia's like, hey... I know this McPherson thing is, like, not good for you, and I want to help you. And he gets all up in her business, and he goes, back off.
He's so... And I feel like we don't see this very often, but, like, genuinely mad serious Artie. Like, we see mad Artie a lot, but, like, mad serious where he's, like, telling someone off. We don't see that a lot. And I think specifically in this episode it's really, really good. And I specifically made a note about Claudia's, like, yes, sir, that she says after this. Ugh. It really hits.
And then the way he tears into the piece of bread while he's, like, leaving.
Yeah. Do you know what? For all that they have, like, very bad plot-wise things where, like, it doesn't make sense as to why they would be able to do some things, they're genuinely, like, really good at, like, little character moments.
Yes. I love Freaky Artie.
Freaky Artie.
Freaky Artie. Well, we'll get to
Freaky Artie is calling.
Hello.
That's an edit you have to make now.
Oh,
2010s.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Katy Perry and Freaky Artie is calling. Okay. Next.
And then we're in Vegas, baby, and we get the best goddamn motion design transition thing we have seen so far.
Top tier.
Gave it a 9.5.
Oh, yeah. It's really good.
It's Vegas. It's Vegas. They got it moving like a slot machine. They got noises.
It genuine. I put a note there. Did you put that on yours?
Yeah.
See, we know. The oh my god, coin/slot machine noise it's so satisfying.
It really is. And then they're at the hotel, and Micah's got this, like, slinky little black dress on, and she's moving around like a frickin'... I'm trying to come up with an animal metaphor.
I would say vixen.
Yeah, like a vixen. If I'm Pete and I come in here and I see her dressed like this and I see her putting on a shit ton of makeup, not that it's unusual for Micah to, like, wear a little black dress, but she is being weird about it.
Genuinely.
If I'm Pete, immediately I'm like, something's wrong.
I think Pete is so overcome with, whoa, sexy mama, to be like, this is a little strange, though.
Yeah.
And maybe he's like, we're at Vegas. You know what, maybe she wants to relax a little. Maybe she wants to let her hair down.
Sorry, I was just looking at your notes and I realized you said Micah puts on lipstick and heels and little black dress, hard eyes emoji, nails emoji.
Because it's so slate. I feel like I've said this to you before. This is like the best little black dress that I've seen anyone wear probably ever.
Yeah, she is killing it. She looks great.
It is like, and it's like the epitome of a little black dress. And the red lipstick, come on now. Perfume, she's wearing perfume. Pete is like, you're wearing perfume. Micah never wears perfume. This is great. This is awesome. He
has to do his horny dog moment where he says va-va-voom, va-va-voom.
He said bow chicka wow wow in one of the other episodes, and now he says va-va-voom.
Okay.
Right.
And there's literally a part where she's like putting her butt in his face.
Genuinely, she knows. Alice knows, right?
Right. And I would be like, hey, Micah, if I were Pete in this situation, I'd be like, hey, were you, like, roofied? Like, what happened?
Yeah, because she's wearing perfume.
Yeah.
That takes an extra step for her. Where this is now in, like, territory. Because I can imagine, Micah might put on some lipstick at the casino to, like, fit in. She'd be like, I have to fit in, I have to look good. Let me put on a little black dress. Let me put on heels. Let me put on makeup. Right? Never perfume. Never.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
Anyway. Then they talk about what the artifact could be. And Micah is like, I will watch the guy and you will watch the girl. And Pete is like, awesome. Here's some little ear radio communicators. And Micah has the Tesla and Pete has the Farnsworth. And he wants to trade, but she's like, you lost the toss. Like, I win. I'm keeping the Tesla.
Interesting.
Because I feel like Micah would absolutely trade. She's like, I absolutely want to be in control of the communications device with Artie. Like, he's probably, even though she's mad at him, he has, like, so much information about artifacts that she's like, I would need to know something ASAP. And if Pete has it, then I have to go over the ear and be like, Pete, ask Artie da-da-da-da, when I could just ask Artie that.
Yeah. Yes. And then we come back to the warehouse, and Claudia and Artie are putting the disco ball away. And they're having a little chat. They have a nice little chat where she's like, hey man, I just want to help you find this. Like, this is important to you. You help me bring Joshua back. I want to help you find McPherson. And he's like, okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Still dangerous. You're not doing that, but thank you for telling me. Communication is great. Love you for that.
Mm-hmm. And then they're having this whole conversation. They're picking the mirror up. They pick the mirror up. They're walking away. And one of my favorite reveals of all time, they turn around and they realize that Micah is in the mirror. And I have to say, Joanne Kelly was really acting her entire pussy off.
Genuinely.
Oh my god. She looks so scared. She looks so fucking scared. it gives me chills. It freaks me out.
Cause imagine you're in the mirror and the mirror is laying on the ground. You can't see anything. It's pitch fucking black, or you can only see the ground, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking terrifying. Cause no one can see you then. You can't see anyone. No one can see you. So you're fucking stuck in there. And then also Micah's smart. She's I switched places with someone in there. My body is out there doing things. That's not me. And, this could be extremely fucking dangerous if what I know about the mirror is that Alice is in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, warning bells, and she can't do anything. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, we see the couple who they're watching, and they're having a little tiff. And we can tell they're, talking about getting, what's his name? Gary. Gary's oh, I want more money, we need more money for our 5 kids. And his girlfriend is named Jillian.
Because I thought it was G and G, because you would spell Jillian with a G, but it's Jillian with a J.
Yeah.
Why? Also, why isn't it Jack and Jill? That would make sense.
Siblings?
They're not siblings.
No, I mean Jack and Jill are siblings.
What?
I thought Jack and Jill were siblings.
Jack and Jill who? Jack and Jill went up the hill?
Yeah, wait, is that not what you're talking about?
No, because I always thought that they weren't siblings and that they were, husband and wife.
Wait, I'm gonna look
I'm being so for real. You think that they're siblings?
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't be.
I guess, okay, because Jack fell down and broke his crown, right? And as a child, I was oh, he broke, an actual crown. Not he broke his head open, but, he was wearing a crown and the crown broke. So I'm okay, if he has a crown, that means Jill is the queen, and she also has a crown, so they're husband and wife. They're king and queen.
Oh.
Hey, we're learning so much about each other right now.
I guess... What should I Google? Are Jack and Jill siblings? Wait, 2 siblings.
Yes. Wait, genuinely, yes.
Okay, this is on... Oh, I can't even read the title. Okay, this is on allnurseryrhymes.com. It says... Where's the sibling one? I just saw it. Oh, okay. Here's the full thing. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Then up got Jack and said to Jill, as in his arms he took her, "Brush off that dirt, for you're not hurt. Let's fetch that pail of water." So Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch the pail of water and took it home to Mother Dear, who thanked her son and daughter.
Oh, what? Wait. No, because I've only ever heard the first part. I haven't,
Me too.
The second verse and the third verse, never heard of it.
I mean, I don't know if that's real.
Wait, that's crazy. Wow, I'm, actually wrong.
Oh, this is a different one with a second verse.
Oh.
I guess I'm gonna look up, are they siblings? Okay, so, are they siblings? Siblings are dating.
Siblings are dating.
Oh, okay, someone's asking the same question as us, I think.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna say right now, for all the people listening, we have moved out of the same apartment. I am in a different place now. And Rose is also in a different place. So we're calling right now. I can't see their screen at all. So I have no idea what you're looking at right now.
Who are Jack and Jill? Are Jack and Jill brother and sister? Their relationship. Here, I'll send you... Is there a chat in, the Google Meet?
I think,
there is.
Yeah. There's a chat.
Link to this
This is great.
How do you...
Oh my
it's
God.
not letting me paste it.
The last message I have from you is from 2022.
Yeah.
Wait, where did you say... Oh, in the meet. Okay, hold on.
One prevalent theory suggests that Jack and Jill are indeed brother and sister. Advocates of this theory argue that their names being mentioned together, their joint venture up the hill, and their shared goal of fetching water imply a family connection. This interpretation suggests a familial bond that goes beyond mere friendship.
Wait. DNA testing? Are you seeing this?
Wait, what?
In order to settle the long-standing question of whether Jack and Jill are brother and sister, DNA testing has been conducted. What? Is this AI? EmergeWomanMagazine.com.
Emerge woman.
Oh my god.
Climb
oh my
tree.
god, this is so funny, I'm crying.
I know, me too.
Through DNA testing, it has been revealed that Jack and Jill share a significant portion of their genetic makeup.
The results are finally shedding light on the true nature of their connection.
Oh my god, this is so fucking funny. Oh my god, okay. I guess it should be Jillian and Gary. Okay, we don't want them to be... Oh my god, I'm crying.
On the Wikipedia, normal Wikipedia page, it looks like it used to be Jill with a G, too. But it was still Jack with a J, so it's actually technically not like the Jack and Jill situation.
Wow. Whew. Okay, that was really funny. Hey, now we know.
Now we know. Do you know what? Sorry, this is also off topic, but it's
No,
on topic
whatever.
with the Jack and Jill thing.
Yeah.
One time I was in the studio and there were other people working in there. They had music played and Scotty, the song Scotty Doesn't Know came on. Scotty
Right.
doesn't know that Fiona and that song. And
Yeah.
and one of the people who was there was like, "Hey, do you think that Scotty is the boyfriend and like this girl's cheating on her boyfriend, or do you think it's like her father and they're just like going behind her dad's back?"
I don't know. I
'Cause I
can't
always
picture
just-
the lyrics.
I always assumed it was a boyfriend, but as soon as they said that, I was like, wait, it could be her dad.
Wow.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church. Something, something, something. Still, she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know.
Wow.
Anyway.
Oh my god. We're using our media discussion skills.
Oh, yeah. Thinking critically.
Okay. Back to
Where
the
even
plot.
were we?
We're like right here.
Okay. Yes, so oh right, Jillian and Gary. Not Jack and Jill. Jillian and Gary.
Yeah.
And they're like arguing about it, and Jillian's like, "No, we're only gonna have 3 kids. We're only gonna have 3 kids, and also we don't need this much money." And I'm like, "Hey, I hate to tell you this, Jillian. Do you know how much college tuition is, even for 3 kids?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what?
In-state public school, still like 20,000.
Maybe they think that one of their kids is gonna be like straight to job.
Oh, sure.
They're like, we're working class, you know. We're gonna raise our kids with working class ethics and teach them you don't have to go to college if you don't want to, even though we have $5 million.
Yeah. $5 million is like a shit ton of dollars, though.
It is. Maybe they're planning on investing too. So maybe they're like, yeah, college for 3 kids in fucking 18 plus years. We're gonna have like $10 million.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know. Oh my god.
And then Pete's like, "Okay,
Oh my
I'm gonna
God,
go
excuse
look
me.
at their room. You watch these guys. Tell me if there's any suspicious happenings. If there's a lucky girdle."
Yeah.
And then we go back to the warehouse, and Artie and Lena are trying to transport the mirror into the office. And Lena comes in and is like, "Okay, so I'm trying to bake like 3 pumpkin pies.
That's
and
a lot
it
of
is
pies.
not going well because you need to fix the oven, Artie. You said you were going to do it and you haven't." That's a lot of pumpkin pies. I mean,
think
she has
that
a lot of
is.
people to feed, and Pete could probably eat like one of them on his own.
Right. How
And so
many
could
people
Claudia,
stay at the B&B?
I assume just the warehouse people.
Right. And Artie doesn't even stay there. We know that he has his own room in the warehouse that he stays at.
He definitely eats there, though.
Yeah, that's true. But we saw him pick up bread in this episode. From somewhere
Yeah.
else that's not the B&B.
Well, it could have been from the B&B. He could have just gone in the kitchen and been like, "Oh, taking this bread."
And put it in a paper bag.
Yeah.
He carries around his magical paper bag in his doctor's bag of holding.
Maybe it's an artifact. Maybe it's like infinite bread. Maybe it's bread
Right.
that makes you get up in people's business and yell at them.
It's the Hansel and Gretel bag of bread that they get all their crumbs from.
Yeah, he actually ate that bread in the episode where he's like, I'm gonna huff, puff, and blow your house down.
What episode does he say that?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell
You don't even
but I know
remember the context?
Wait, maybe it's the one with Chicago. It's the music one.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were like, oh, like the Windy City.
Right. He's making the wind.
Yeah, he's making the wind. And then Lena's there, and Lena's like, oh shit, what are you guys doing? Why do you have this big ass mirror? And Artie tries to start explaining the mirror, and he says it's kind of like the shadows on the wall after Hiroshima.
I wrote that down too, because why would you say that?
Like, what is the show's thing with Hiroshima in these last couple episodes? Because in the last episode, the sword, it wasn't. They changed it. But it was originally going to be a result of radiation from Hiroshima.
Right?
And then there's, like, spoilers, they do have Hiroshima artifacts. Like, they bring this shit up again in the future.
Yeah. The fucking... oh my god, yeah.
On the wiki, and I'm just going to read this direct quote from the wiki because I don't want to get it wrong. But it says, he is describing the common effect that resulted from the thermal rays of Little Boy, the atomic bomb dropped on the city of Hiroshima, Japan. Pictures of the after effects of the explosion show that when the bomb detonated, the thermal rays encountered objects in their path. The resulting collision of rays and objects left shadows on the walls, steps, and roads much like photographs, displaying a shadowy imprint of the object encountered, sometimes human in shape. I believe this is a real phenomenon. I've never heard of it, but...
really?
Yeah, no.
Wow, okay. That's crazy. I saw the A-bomb dome in real life. I went to the Hiroshima Peace Museum, like, right there. And there is, like, places where they have, like, specifically saved because there's shadows of people on the wall, like, that were killed from the blast.
No, I've never heard about this before.
It's super dark. Like, that's, like, fucked up.
Yeah, it's very haunting. So, and now knowing about it, even after now knowing about it, I'm still like, that is not what this is like at all, Artie.
No, it's not. It's not. Like, he explains it, like, you know, like what you said, it makes, like, the reflection of the light hitting it makes, like, an impression of something on the something, right? And it's like, that Micah is moving around. She's talking, like, she's banging on the glass or whatever, right? Like, she's moving around. If it was a shadow, then it wouldn't be moving. So it's not a shadow.
He's always doing this, too, where he just describes things bad.
Exactly. It's because he wants to seem smart. Like, that's the only fucking reason.
It is the only reason. Oh my gosh. And then... They're like messing with the mirror where they're trying to do some experiments, and Claudia's like, hey, we should talk to her. We should try to talk to her. They do this like thing with lasers in the CIA.
They don't do the lasers thing yet.
Oh, never mind then. But they will.
Yeah. But first, because Claudia's like, oh, we should talk to her. And Artie's like, we don't do that. That would be bad. If they talk, they have power, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
they're like... But he admits that something's strange, so they call Pete. And Pete is like... I feel like we don't give enough credit to Pete. He's pretty damn smart. He remembers that Micah's on the phone, and he's like, yeah, no, everything's fine, everything's chill. Oh, do you think there's something wrong? Do you think there's something wrong with Micah? No, everything's fine. Hey, Artie, you're so stupid.
Genuinely. Well, he doesn't know.
I know he doesn't know, but I feel like Pete was very clearly trying to be like, oh, you think something's wrong with Micah? They were trying to do a little Tango and Cash. You punch this guy's jaw?
Right. Giving Tango and Cash moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy who just watched Tango and Cash.
I didn't
Getting a
even
lot
just
of Tango
watch it.
Cash
It's been at
vibes.
least a week since I've seen Tango and Cash.
At least a week?
Yeah.
It's been like 4 weeks for me.
Well,
You really
I'm
like
going-
it, I know.
I'm going through a period of large change in my life, and I find it as a very comforting... I'd watch Tango and Cash every day if I could.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
It is absolutely true. And then Artie's like, see, it's literally fine.
To Lena and Claudia. He's
To
like,
Lena
if
and
Pete doesn't get
Claudia.
a vibe, I trust Pete. Which, he should not, but, you know, we move.
And, yeah. And... Like I said, if I'm Micah, I'm killing Artie after this. I'm out of here. There's no way. This is crazy.
Genuinely, genuinely, because if you overheard this conversation where he's clearly trying to be like, hey, Pete, something's weird with Micah, you need to tip off whoever's in Micah's body that, you know, something bad is happening and that, like, we're onto you. If I'm Micah, I'm like, girl, just break the mirror right now, why don't you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then Micah, we see that Micah is watching the people at the casino, and so she knows it's the chip. We can tell that she knows it's the chip, but she's not saying anything to Pete yet. And back at the warehouse, Claudia then gets her laser out to talk to Micah through the mirror, which is based on real lasers, microphones. This is just something that they do in real life, I guess.
I think I've heard about it before I watched this episode. I don't know how they do it, though. Like, she says they read the vibrations on the glass somehow and translate that to fucking audio or something. But wouldn't you have to have, like, headphones? Like, where is the translation happening? If you hit a glass mirror or, like, a glass window with a laser, it's not gonna make the glass, like, spontaneously become, like, able to hear through.
Yeah, I read an explanation about it. I do not remember anything about it. But it works, I guess.
Yeah, it works, I guess.
I'm sure
as
the rules...
with many things in this show.
I'm sure the rules are different also with not magical, science we haven't discovered yet mirror.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Artie's freaking out. He's like, these people inside the mirror will say anything. I've seen it happen before. I'm not gonna get fucked over again. And Claudia and Lena are both like, dude, she, like, genuinely looks trapped, and I know that you know what that looks like, so let's just talk to her. But before we get into the Vegas stuff again, I'm just gonna talk about the talk between... the first mirror talk between Artie and oh my gosh, Micah. Sorry, my brain is, like, slowed down.
I know. I have a headache, too, right now, so I'm like...
And, like I said, if I'm Micah, I'm going to scream at him. I'm going to scream at him. This is
genuinely
crazy. Yeah, they get into an argument. They're just arguing. Artie's like, fuck you, you're not real. And Micah's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm sitting right in front of you, and you're, like, refusing to even acknowledge that I am here. Like, this isn't nuts. And then Artie's like, okay, you're never getting out of the mirror. You're going to be in the mirror forever. Ah. And then...
Right.
They get into it with the mirror, and that's when they explain that, the Lewis Carroll books are actually... all the Alice in Wonderland books are actually just, made up to hide the mirror, to cover up the mirror situation.
Right. We've already talked about this, so I won't say anymore, but I will say that this is fucking stupid.
I agree. Oh, it's so silly.
And it's crazy. She's 13? What? She's 13?
13. She's 13. Is she, like, I know it's like a lolly situation where, like, she's been trapped in the mirror for hundreds of years. Still.
Right.
What has she been doing? Playing ping pong?
She has.
And then back at the hotel...
I was going to say, sorry, I remembered something.
You're
I
good.
remembered something. I don't know if we have brought this up ever, if we've talked about this ever, but, like, is that, okay, because she is, before, at the beginning of this episode, right, she's taking on the, like, actual reflection of Pete, right? Let me pose this question. Do we think, because this is the same thing with, like, Mystique, right? Where Mystique can look like anyone. So, is Mystique gender fluid, question mark? Is Alice gender fluid? Because she doesn't care about what body she has. Question mark? I think so. Or does she? I think it would be so evil if they're like, yeah, no, but she actually does feel like dysphoria in men's bodies. That would be fucking crazy. Else. Genuinely. And she's 13? Right.
And she's 13. And she's 13. Probably.
Awesome. Diversity win. Thank you, Pride Month. #gay. #trans.
Yeah, indeed. #it costs $600 to get your name legally changed.
Alice can just jump to another body.
Right. It's messed up.
It is messed up. It should be free.
It should be free. They should give me money. I'm taking letters off.
Exactly.
Anyway. Pete's like, hey, this guy's hand is messed up. Micah's like acting all aloof about it. Micah's still acting really weird.
Back to Vegas. The couple is arguing again if they should keep using the chip and like keep winning money, or if they should stop. And I'm pretty sure they're both okay, the lady is gonna do it now because Jillian's like, Gary, you need to stop. Okay, you need to take a break. Your burn is getting worse. You need to lay down. Whatever. I'm gonna go back and get some more money. Fine. You win. So she leaves, and Micah is like, okay, I'm gonna follow the guy. You follow the girl. And then as Jillian is turning to leave and, like, come back, she kisses Pete as, like, a distraction so that Jillian doesn't look at them and think that they're suspicious for watching her.
Yes. Yeah, she fully kisses him. And I'm not gonna lie, the song that plays while this is happening does rule.
Yeah. I
was like, okay. But now, if Pete wasn't suspicious before...
Instantly on guard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she also steals the Tesla from him at this moment while kissing him.
Yes.
Which is important, because she goes to... No, she steals the Farnsworth. Sorry, she already had the Tesla.
Yeah, the Farnsworth, yeah.
And she goes to Gary. She's going to the hotel room, and Pete is going back down to follow Jillian. But we cut back to the warehouse.
Yes, and back at the warehouse, they're doing the same song and dance again, where Artie's like, no, we can't get in the mirror, Claudia's like, dude, something is seriously wrong. You can tell. Let's go. Come on. And they put the laser back on the mirror, and then they have this really wonderful conversation. This is just the best part of the entire episode. Where Micah's sitting on the ground, she's like, you know what, Artie? I'm not even mad at you anymore. I'm just like... She's like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Literally. That's so Micah.
Yes, she's like, Artie, you're just being dumb right now. Like, you're literally refusing to face the facts, and...
You're refusing to trust me. I'm trying to trust you because I like you, and you're not trusting me, and now I don't trust you.
Yes, and she's also like, you know what, I don't even hate you, right? Like, I like you, Artie, and I respect you, and I wish you would respect me.
Period.
She's like, I think you're awesome, but you're being a shithead.
Exactly.
And before he talks to her again, too, he's like, wait a second. Micah always leans to the right when she's mad at me.
That's how I'm gonna figure out if this is real Micah, or if this is fake Micah, evil Micah.
And I'm like, can't Micah hear you anyways? But whatever.
And also, hey, didn't we say at the beginning of the episode that he thought that Micah wasn't mad at him? So why is he now like, Micah has always been mad at me? That's how I know.
But right. It's great. Micah gets his ass, and she does the chess metaphor. Last episode, you were like, Yeah, I wish we would have gotten a chess metaphor instead of the fucking I'm not a red shirt bullshit.
I did say that.
So here's our pawn metaphor, and then they have this really beautiful moment where Artie, like, gets off of his chair and he kneels down and they, like, have their hands up to each other on the mirror and he's, like, tearing up.
It's great. It's
and
really
he's
great.
even like, I screwed up, I'm sorry.
Anyway, back to Vegas. Pete sees... It's like, it's so quick in this episode when they're cutting, and like stuff is happening in between these cuts, so I don't feel like it's like super quick, but it is genuinely really quick where like one thing is happening and then they'll cut back to the warehouse and then one thing happens and they'll cut back to Vegas. But anyway, back in Vegas, Pete sees Jillian use the chip to win money, and I wrote down that he says, "Holy bananas."
Yes.
10,000 thundering typhoons. Like, what is that? Who says
Wait,
holy
what
bananas?
is 10,000 thundering typhoons?
From Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
The doctor. The doctor says 10,000 thundering typhoons at like the climax of the movie when he's like, "Oh my god, I figured it out," or whatever. 10,000 of them. Sorry.
10,000.
It's just funny to me when they say stupid stuff, and like with Va Va Voom, that's a Pete-ism, you know? But holy bananas is part Pete-ism, part like
cartoon
someone is just yes,
cartoon
yes,
chimpanzee.
Exactly. Like, what is that? What is that? What do you mean? Why not just say holy cow? Whatever.
Holy bananas is better. Maybe he doesn't like cows. Maybe it's rude to cows.
Yeah. Hey, they have that cow with the giant pile of poo in the first episode. Maybe he's like best friends with that cow now.
That's what I was getting at.
Anyway, we cut to Micah at Vegas, and she's walking up to the door and she's knocking on it and she's pretending to be drunk. And she's like, "Wait a minute, this isn't my room, haha." And he's like, "Yeah, and you're faking being drunk." And evil Micah. And Micah turns evil now. She becomes evil Micah and punches him to get into the door. And she's like, "You had your chance to get away." Which, he did not.
That's what I said. That's what I wrote that down. I was like, I literally wrote down the quote where she's like, "You had your chance to walk away. You don't get another." What are you talking about? He was packing his bags right before you came in. You just came in and fucking decked him. Where was his chance to get out?
Yeah. And I can't even be like, before this, he had a chance to get away. Like, no, he didn't. Like, in what circumstance would he have any kind of chance?
He didn't know you were going to come after him.
Exactly. Like, you have to give them a chance first.
And I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she means, like, a chance to walk away from this whole gambling thing. She was going to go after them anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love it. I love it. I love it that even evil Micah just says stuff.
It's so... It's not just an individual characterism. It's a Warehouse 13ism to just have characters say random ass shit.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man. He has to quip.
Yeah, they don't do it as good in this show. I hate to say it. Spider-Man is probably the best quipper of all time.
It's true. And then Artie calls the Farnsworth, and Micah has the Farnsworth. She's got this guy, like, tied up or something. She's, like, being super evil or whatever, and she takes out this frickin' steampunk cell phone in front of this dude. If I'm Gary, and I watch her pull out steampunk FaceTime, and Artie's like, oh, asking her a question about her ferret. He's like, oh, your ferret, we can't find him. Oh gosh, what was his name? Do you remember his name? Of course Micah remembers his name. She named him. And so evil Micah says, no, I never named him. I don't know, just put some food out for him and he'll come back. If I'm this dude, I'm like, you got me tied up and, like, held at gunpoint, and you're, like, talking...
You're answering a call about your ferret right now?
Yeah.
Is this really the time?
I forget what she named the ferret. I'm gonna look it up.
Pete.
Oh, right, she just named it Pete.
Yeah. It's cute, but so annoying. That's what they say in the show.
Right. And Micah, who is stuck in the mirror, real Micah, she's like, ugh, Pete's never gonna find out. Okay, have a little faith.
I think he will.
I think he will. He is one of the most observant people of all time, actually, it seems.
Yeah.
I think he probably noticed pretty fast that something was wrong.
Not to mention he gets vibes.
He also literally, at the beginning of this episode, Micah, told you your very specific, like, anger body language.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And then she's still being freaky to Gary.
And is like, I love hurting people, basically.
Yeah, she's
hurting
like,
is half the fun.
Yeah, that's what she says. And I'm like, also, the favorite thing aside, imagine you're Gary and you see Micah's face turn into, like, a fucking Victorian girl. Like a Victorian 13-year-old in the mirror.
Oh my god.
I'm passed out. I'm fainted.
She chose to do that. She can control her own reflection, ? Why?
No, okay, so on the mirror page on the fandom wiki, it says, like, one of the effects of the artifact is if you switch places with someone in the mirror, if you look in a real world mirror, then it'll show your true reflection. It's like a vampire thing.
Okay. Right. No confirmation for that in the show, by the way. They're just making that up. I personally am going to choose to believe that she has control over her reflection because she's been in the mirror so long that she can, because she oh my god. At the beginning of the episode, she's Pete, right? She's the reflection of Pete playing ping pong with herself, right? And then later in the episode, like at the end of the episode, we see her in her evil, like, 13-year-old Victorian child, like, yelling and pounding on the glass and stuff, right?
Yes.
So she's not reflecting them, she's reflecting herself. She can just choose to do that.
I think so too. I think she's just doing it for the bit.
And she seems like the type of girl to do that.
Yeah. Or person, we don't know. Yeah.
I'm doing finger hearts right now. I'm doing a heart emoji with my hands.
Great. So then Pete is downstairs, he's at the casino part, and Jillian, he sees Jillian, he watches Jillian use the chip to win a game, and then he approaches her and he's like, hey, I know that you have this chip that gives you powers. I need the chip. I'm Secret Service, you have to give me the chip. And she's hesitant, but then he's like, the Jubilee Grand Casino fire, right? And she's like, yeah, here, take the chip.
Oh, and wait. I was gonna say, like, how the fuck does he know this? Like, I don't know about the Jubilee Grand Casino fire, right? I don't know how many people do, but
I looked it up.
Right.
It is a real fire. It happened in like, the 80s. It was at like the MGM Grand Hotel, and then it burned down. The Jubilee is in reference to the Jubilee Burlesque show that they put on at the hotel right after the fires. A lot of people died. And so the Warehouse 13 reasoning behind the chip is that some guy survived the fire because he had the chip.
Right. And I was gonna say, how would he know this? It's because his dad is a firefighter.
Oh.
So he's like, he's probably like, I don't even know, subconsciously or consciously. He's like, how old would he have been when he saw this? Either way, right? It's because he has relationships with firefighters and also, like, big fires, because that's how his dad died. So he's like, I have to know. That's my headcanon.
I was gonna say they probably just looked up, like, gambling artifacts before this, but...
Yeah, that's true.
I think that works, too. Maybe he takes a particular interest in the Grand Casino fire.
Yeah, you know what, maybe he's also like, wow, casinos are so cool.
That's true.
He likes gambling, I guess, probably. He was excited to get that money earlier in the episode.
That's true. And the chip, according to the wiki, I say according to the wiki, this is basically just what they show in the episode. It allows you to see about a minute into the future. And just it also... one. Yeah, and it also changes your color vision for some reason.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, when we see it, okay, because everything goes, like, black and white, and then just some things are, like, highlighted in color.
Right.
Like when the waitress trips, her dress is purple. I don't know if... It doesn't explain it, right? It never gets explained. I don't know if this is just because it's like, oh, this is going to be the significant factor. This is going to be what happens here. This is where you're going to be looking. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it would do that, but it does.
Okay, that's so interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Huh.
And Pete also calls it a wishing artifact, like it's a category of artifact.
I don't think it is a wishing artifact. What are they wishing for? They're not changing the future, they're just seeing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
And the effects of it is that it causes addiction and then contact burns because fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So she hands over the chip. He is the chip now. But Micah's still upstairs, and she's still got Gary. She's still got Gary all tied up, and
she Tesla's him.
Yeah, she fully Tesla's him.
And he's knocked out on the ground.
He's knocked down on the ground. She's doing her evil little thing, and then Pete's like, "Did you Tesla him?"
Pete comes into the room.
Yeah, he's like, "Are you okay?" But he like snuck in, so she didn't know it was there. and she turns around and he's like, "Oh shit, oh shit." Pete's here. Pete knows what's up, and he goes, "You think I'm an idiot? Don't answer that." And then he's like, "The real Micah would never kiss me, never, not even if her life depended on it." Let's remember this for future episodes.
Let's keep this in mind for the entire show, even.
Yeah, the entire rest of the show.
Mind.
Let's remember this line. Not even if her life depended on it.
Right.
Anyway, and then Alice says, "A shame you're a good kisser." Okay, and you're a 13-year-old demon who lives in a mirror. Get
How
real.
many people have you kissed?
I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Does she have... Okay. See, I was going to say this earlier, but does she have, because we were talking about how does she know all this, slang, right?
Yeah.
Does she have, memories of the people that she's in the body of? Does she have, say, for example, you have muscle memory for, a specific dance, and if the song comes on, would Alice start doing the dance because you have muscle memory of it?
Okay, this is also my question, because in this scene, she fights Pete, and she's winning.
Right. Yeah,
she's
throwing him around the room.
Yes, she's throwing him around the room, and I'm like, where did she learn to do this? Does she have Micah's fighting skills, or was she just constantly practicing fighting in the mirror?
Or let's say, does she have magical serial killing powers that allows her to fight really well?
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them.
No, I wouldn't either.
Because I feel like it's obvious that she doesn't have Micah's actual memory because she doesn't know how Micah acts.
Yeah, and she doesn't know the name of the ferret.
Yeah. But she knows how to... But she's muscle memory?
But she knows how to fight really, really, really well. To the point where she's winning even though Pete is bigger than her, right? Yes. If I'm Pete, I'm just tackling her to the ground, right? Because the Tesla's on recharge.
Yeah. Well, he pulls the gun out on her, too.
That's true. And he has a gun! I mean, I know he doesn't want to shoot Micah.
Yeah.
But still.
He also says one of my favorite lines Here he says, well, I beg to freaking differ, freak.
We need to call the episode that. That's such a great line.
We'll call it Freaky Artie.
Freaky Artie is calling. Okay.
And then she's like, and she's really fighting him, and then she does say the line, "I'm not going back in that mirror."
Period.
And I'm like, you know
Great
what?
Line.
I wouldn't either. I would also be fighting for my life to not go back to the mirror.
Exactly. That mirror is fucked up. That mirror is bad.
And then Gary, when Pete comes in, he's like, "Oh my God, you killed him," and Gary like pretends to be dead because he's very clearly not dead.
Micah wins the fight, and she leaves the room.
Yes, she wins the fight. She leaves the room, and then
she
Gary
takes
gets
the chip.
She takes the chip. Gary sits up and goes, "That's it. Cash me out."
I love that. I love that. I love that so much.
Me too.
What a line. What a quip. One of the
quip.
best, honestly.
And then the episode starts moving really fast. We see that the Alice Micah, evil Micah, she has this vision where she sees herself picking up. And here's the thing. This isn't a minute into the future. This is like way into the future.
This is like at least... No, because she pulls up... She's outside of the warehouse.
She pulls
we
up
cut
in the
forward in
Trailblazer.
time. Yeah. And she like eye scans into the building. She walks through the tunnel. She walks into the like observation office room, right? And picks up a hammer and walks out the like back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would take way more than 1 minute.
That's what I'm saying. She's very clearly going to smash the mirror, which we know is down in the stacks. Like, it's not up there at this point.
Literally. So she's got to be using this 20 times, minimum.
Yes. And then she walks in the room, and her hair's all messed up, and I was watching this with Sam, and Sam said to me, she's evil because she's disheveled.
She's evil because she's disheveled?
Mm-hmm.
She's like just having a bad hair day.
Up. Yeah. She comes in, she sees the hammer, she picks up the hammer and goes, "Curiouser and curiouser."
Why does she say that? There's so many quips in this episode. There's so many. Holy banana.
I get
Cash
it. It's Alice.
Me out.
I get that it's Alice in Wonderland. You knew this was gonna happen. You just saw into the future.
Literally.
Curiouser. All right. And then we see her walking down to the stacks. Lena and Claudia come out. We see Artie's walking around down there. He's doing something. Lena and Claudia come out. Big-ass laser. And they set that up efficiently.
Genuinely. It's a big laser. Like, it's like an old-timey camera on a tripod thing. But it's, like, the size of a like, projector.
Yes.
It's a large, heavy, presumably, laser.
Yes. And evil Micah is privy to none of this. She's walking down the hall. She's getting ready to smash this mirror. All of a sudden, Pete shows up, starts hitting her in the head with ping pong balls. And then he gives the signal to Artie. Artie shoots off a flare. They get the laser. They shoot the disco ball. And they really had this whole thing fucking set up. Because first of all, Pete got back here fast. I know that Micah drove. I mean, I guess Micah drove. Here's the thing. Okay, did they fly to Vegas?
They did, because at the beginning they got hotel reservation and tickets. They got plane tickets. He says in your folder, in the folder that he hands Micah, is the dossier of the people and tickets and stuff like that. And then that's what I was going to say earlier too, is that the reason he had to hand the money to Pete is because he had already handed the other folder to Micah. And Pete would be like, "Oh, why didn't you hand anything to me?"
Yeah, he would.
So why did she drive back? Where did she get the car?
Yeah, did she drive back? Like, I guess we don't know if she drove back. Maybe she drove from the airport.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe she drove from the airport back.
But, like, now I'm like, okay, how long did it take her to get back on this plane? Like, what plane did she catch? How did she get here so fast? Because we know Pete took, like, a helicopter.
Literally.
Anyway. They have this shit ready to go. They trap her. They get her in the mirror. They basically, like, just reverse the process that they already did to get Alice back in the mirror and Micah out of the mirror. And I have to say, I really, really, really love, like, the scream she does when she gets sucked back into the mirror.
Yeah.
And then the mirror's on the ground, they pick it up, Micah's standing there, and then this is when she hugs Pete and Artie.
Yeah, so nice.
And then, they're starting to go put away the mirror. Artie's like, hey, we should put this in the vault, the dark vault. We should put this in the dark vault. And this is so good. I love the end of this episode, because the disco ball goes off and is, like, projecting hedonistic desire onto all of them, and Artie says, and this is with the best line delivery in the world, he says, like, you know what, let's do it tomorrow.
Genuinely.
And then the cloth falls down and they see evil Alice for a second, and it cracks me up every single time.
Oh my god, it's so...
they're putting the cloth back over it, and Pete goes, hey lady.
Hey, lady.
Why does he say that?
Oh my god, what line is that from? I don't even know. Whatever. It's a line from something.
Oh.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady.
I don't remember. Someone will know. My parents will know.
Yeah.
There you
Hey,
go.
comment.
I mentioned you.
Comment on the Spotify.
Yeah.
And then Claudia and Lena show up, and everybody's all happy now, and they're all reunited. And then another great line delivery. Pete tells Micah, "Oh, hey, you told me I'm a good kisser, by the way." And Micah goes, "What?"
Okay, see, because I thought that it was Claudia saying that, and then I also was like, no, because Micah would definitely be like, what? So I thought it was both Micah and Claudia saying,
maybe.
What?
Because she says it so strange. I'm like, Micah wouldn't be like, what? She would be like, what? What happened? Yeah. What did you do? And I guess maybe it's just because of the disco ball, but...
Yeah, I guess so. That's the end of the episode. That's like, literally we're panning up from the stacks and he says that. And then, boom, credits.
Boom. Overall, pretty good, pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of good Micah Artie stuff in this one.
Oh, absolutely. There's even some great Micah Pete stuff.
Yes, I was just gonna say. Micah would never kiss me even if her life literally depended on it.
Period.
I also really like Jillian and Gary. I think they're good, like, side characters.
They are.
Because sometimes it's like, oh, this person's the person with the artifact is like, oh, I'm so evil, ugh. And then sometimes they are just like a normal person who ended up with an artifact.
Yeah.
And I like Jillian and Gary. They're pretty funny.
All they want to do is get money. Honestly,
and
fine.
Have
I don't care.
3 to 5 kids that they all put through college. Hey, what if one of them wants to go to med school?
Exactly. What if one of them wants to go to, like, Stanford?
He's kind of right. You do need a lot of money for that.
Well, maybe she's right, because she's like, we're only having 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think for 5 of them, they absolutely need at least, like, minimum 10 million.
Oh, yeah. But we don't have to worry about that, because we're graduating.
Yes.
We're
Guys
educated
who graduated.
podcasters.
Educated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been calling myself an educated hoarder.
Hoarder?
Yeah, because, oh my god, that's what they do in art school. They teach you how to hoard. They say, hold on to everything you ever collect ever and use it for art.
Seriously? I guess graphic design is way different, huh?
Oh, yeah, I guess
mean,
graphic design is way different, huh?
I was told to keep all my files, I guess, but that's like fake. That's fake stuff. That's not like real. I have physical items that I need to keep.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the visiting artists who came... Well, you didn't go to a lot of visiting artist talks, did you?
Not to the talks, no.
See, at the talks, a lot of them are like, oh yeah, no, and I just started collecting all this stuff, and then I have this stuff, and then I have this stuff, and then I use this stuff to make the... Oh my goodness. It's okay, I'm an educated order.
I'm an educated, unemployed person right now.
Yeah. Do you know what? I would say the same thing, but I was getting my hair cut the other day, and I was telling the guy cutting my hair that I do DoorDash, and I was like, yeah, I don't have, like, a real job yet, and he was like, DoorDashing is a real job, so now I'm like, oh, okay, well, the hairdresser said that DoorDashing is a real job, so...
Well, if the hairdresser said it, it must be true.
It must be true.
Hey, I can work for Kalshi.
You can work for what?
Kalshi? Is it Kalshi? I always say Kalshi.
I have no idea.
I'm not working for Kalshi.
That's good.
I'm not doing that.
I actually don't know anything about Kalshi.
It's the gambling app.
Oh, it's
situation.
betting.
Yeah, where you can gamble on anything.
Bet-teen. See, when Sam told me about it, Sam said betting, and I was like, betting? Like blankets, like sheets.
No.
I thought it was like a bed set. Like, what's it called? Like a comforter company.
Yeah.
This makes way more sense. I was like, I'm like, well, I'm a little surprised that you're comparing like a bed furniture company to Raytheon, but, you know, I guess they really could be that bad.
Do you know what? Hey, I bet a lot of, like, cloth or, like, bedding / clothing manufacturers also make, like, uniforms for the army and stuff like that.
That's true. Anyway. Well, the gambling was topical to the
yeah, hey.
episode.
Yeah. If this episode took place in 2026, this would be a Kalshi casino.
Is that the one where you can bet on, like, anything, too?
Yes. That's the one. Oh my god, do you know the story this is off topic. Do you know the story of the guy who bet that France would have an extremely hot day or something like that, and then he broke into, like, a weather building place and walked up to the heat sensor and hair dryered it for like 10 minutes so that it would go up by like 20 degrees and got like $40,000 off his original bet of like 20.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait,
you can literally bet on anything.
You can literally bet on it. Wow. Oh, you know what? That can be our question this week. What would you bet on?
Yeah, if you could bet on anything.
Anything. And you can bet on anything with the app.
Yeah. Guys, download Kalshi. No, I'm kidding.
Do not download Kalshi.
I don't know. Gosh. What would I bet on? Like, confirmed I'm gonna get this? Or just like, I want to bet on this?
Like, what would you be willing to go manufacture?
What?
Like that guy who did the weather thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a good one. Probably, it's gotta be like another weather thing, but I guess I'm just thinking about that right now. Do you know what I would do? This might be bad. Actually, never mind. I was going to say, no, actually, I'm not going to say this, because I have a track record of saying something funny as a joke and be like, oh, haha, wouldn't it be funny if the car crashed into the building, right? And then that shit will literally happen in like 2 weeks, so no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm not going to say it.
Do you know what? I wouldn't let Sam, When we moved up and Sam made an Instagram post about it, they were gonna have a caption that was like, goodbye, Kim Reynolds, and I said, you can't do that because what if she dies tomorrow? Then it's gonna look really fucked up.
Honestly, I'd do it anyway. Sorry, Kim Reynolds.
I'm not. Dude, she just made it legal to buy fucking ivermectin over the counter.
Yes! Oh my god, that's crazy.
You know what? If I could go back in time, I would make the bet that they're gonna make ivermectin the horse dewormer and over-the-counter medication in Iowa.
Oh my god, what would you bet?
You know what? 50,000.
Yeah. You have $50,000 to bet? You know what? Actually, you can probably fake money bet, huh?
Do you know what?
I'm gonna put in 5,000.
We just watched Real Steel, which is a movie you would love, by the way. There's so many good robot designs.
I do love robots.
But they do, what's his name? Hugh Jackman makes Hugh Jackman's character, not Hugh Jackman himself, but Hugh Jackman's character is constantly betting money that he does not have in that movie for like the whole first part. Oh, so
see,
it's
in
possible.
this episode, they're probably betting real money that they actually really have, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. 2010s was a different time.
Yeah, American Credit isn't what it
real.
Used to be. That's what
oh
that
my
guy
god,
said
that's so
last
true.
episode.
That was the last episode. Ugh, it's all come full circle.
Yeah, I love 2009.
Yeah.
That was another thing about the wiki pages for this episode, is that when it's like reciting the events on all like the artifact pages, it all says in 2009, like, because canonically it takes place in 2009.
Right. The whole show takes place in 1 year?
No. Just like
okay.
This episode.
Okay.
Or this season, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to contact us...
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, I guess. If you want to contact us, you can comment on the Spotify or whatever other podcasting app you're using. Or YouTube. I guess, I don't know. Or send us an email at wthiswh13@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram, wthiswh13, and Tumblr. You know what, I feel like literally this episode I said I was going to post something. You know, maybe I'll post the link to the Jack and Jill article.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Thank you guys for listening so much.
So much. Yeah, it's going to be the summer of Warehouse 13. So stay tuned. I bet we can finish season 1 by at least the end of the summer.
Yeah.
We only got a couple episodes left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, we're unemployed. No, I'm not.
That's true. Hey, you got me there.
I'm
that's
my own
true.
boss.
There's only 4 more episodes in this season. We can do this.
Yeah, we can do this. We got this.
Okay. Thank you all for listening again. Yes. Goodbye. Bye.